Vyges builds silicon. We use software-style infrastructure to ship it faster than anyone else. Most SoC, system on chip, programs spend millions of dollars and 6 to 9 months outsourcing integration just to reach tape-out. The hard work is not the IP itself, it is composition, verification, and physical closure. Sovereign chip initiatives across the US, Europe, and Asia are scaling demand for domestic silicon faster than the supply side can absorb. The bottleneck is not capacity, it is throughput. Silicon is slow because the workflow is broken, not because the engineers are. Our answer is fab-ready SoC IP, deliverable in weeks instead of months. We build and license integrated, verified SoC IP. We commission silicon directly for buyers who want chips and not contracts. And we operate the first open registry for silicon IP, which stays free for the field. We use software-style infrastructure to ship silicon faster, and we monetize silicon, not tools. Here is what fab-ready means in practice. The Vyges Edge Sensor SoC composes 8 verified IP blocks into a single SKY130A design. Open source. Fab-ready. Every block is described by the Vyges metadata standard, so the whole composition is machine-readable, auditable, and reusable. This is not a slideware diagram, it is the system of record we ship. Same metadata flows all the way from RTL through floorplan to routed GDS2. On the left, the floorplan with macros placed and channels reserved. On the right, the routed silicon layout, all of it produced by an automated, reproducible pipeline. This is not a one-off heroic tape-out. It is a repeatable process. That repeatability is what lets us ship in weeks, not quarters. Here it is, running today. The same edge sensor SoC on an RDA7 FPGA first silicon-grade proof on real hardware. Vyges banner, IBEX at 50 MHz, ADXL check, Prometheus telemetry streaming. The ASIC has been submitted to fabrication. Working silicon, not roadmap silicon. Think about how you actually shop. Stores have catalogs full of products. Each product carries a nutrition label. You scan the label, decide, and put it in the cart. You do not open every box and taste test before buying. In silicon, tasting means reading the RTL every interface, every register, every state machine. You need fluency in system Verilog just to evaluate whether a block fits, and you need to do that for every candidate IP, in every project, every time. A food label normalizes whether the ingredient is salt or sodium bicarbonate. The label puts it in plain terms a shopper can scan. An IP nutrition label does the same for silicon. Whatever the underlying RTL looks like, the label tells you the bus, the registers, the timing, the integrity status, the license, in a form you can read in seconds. Why catalog is the catalog, 125 plus IPs indexed and growing. Every entry ships with an IP nutrition label. The label is machine readable, backed by Vyges' JSON schema. So an engineer scans it in seconds, and an AI agent consumes it directly. Provenance is signed and verified, baked in, not bolted on. Software has PYPI, NPM, and crates.io. Silicon now has Y catalog. The public registry is free and stays free. Y catalog enterprise deploys the same registry, and the same labels, inside your perimeter for your own proprietary IP. 2 ways customers buy from us today. First, silicon products. Fab-ready SoC IP licensing, and commissioned silicon for buyers who want chips. Second, Y Catalog Enterprise. The same silicon native registry, deployed inside your environment. For your own proprietary IP, it replaces spreadsheet-based IP tracking and retrofitted PLM, and our developer toolchain is free. The toolchain accelerates silicon IP development, integration, and infrastructure. 3 pieces, 1 consistent surface. Y Context handles IP development inside the IDE. Vyges CLI handles integration. It is the package manager for silicon IP, the same way NPM is for npm.js.org and pip is for PYPI. YBox is the dev environment infrastructure, a browser-based container via GitHub codespaces. The logic on free. A registry only works if the tooling that consumes it is free. Gated tooling collapses the network effect. Free tooling compounds it. For enterprises figuring out their AI model, commercial versus in-house LLMs, Claude or Cursor versus VS Code with an internal model, how training happens, we offer Vyges Enterprise as a custom engagement. It is a conversation starter, not a fixed product. The logic is the same as npm for npmjs.org, or pip for PyPI. The registry only works if the tooling that consumes it is free. Gated tooling collapses the network effect. Free tooling compounds it. Building silicon like software. Visit vyges.com/silicon.